And then let me get this right. So a man has to come in and take care of all of his problems. And all of his problems means the car note, the car insurance, his mortgage, his rent, the HOA fees, his health insurance, the dental insurance, all the little fees that he has to pay throughout, everything else, right? So he's expected to come in, pay all that, come into your world and take over all your bills that you have been taking care of by yourself, right? What does he get out of it? How does he benefit? I'm so tired of seeing women talk about, I need a man that makes 6 figures. Do you have a 6-figure mindset? Do you have a 6-figure heart? Do you have a 6-figure patience zone? Like, do you have a 6-figure safety zone? Can a man be safe with you? Can he be vulnerable with you? Can the man bring you his seed and knowing that his child is in the best hands necessary? I'm so sick of people saying, oh yeah, I raise my children. You feed, you clothe, and you water them, and you provide them shelter. That is not raising a child. That is maintaining a child. I do the same thing with my animals. I give them food, water, clothes, and shelter. Can he bring you his seed and you teach his seed, teach his children love, life, understanding, peace, integrity, forgiveness, patience, who and what God is, health, how to balance their finances, their education level. Let's not just send our children to school and think that they're going to teach them the right way. Are you teaching them in your home? Can he bring you this?
Whoa! And I'm glad somebody broke it down like this, because this is the way that it really needs to be broken down. Too many times, it's just reduced to, oh, you just pay the mortgage. Oh, you just do this. Or you just mow the lawn. They'll go through all of the steps and things that they do, but they won't go through the steps in everything that a man does.
I don't think women fully understand the power that their touch has on their husband. Last night, my husband and I were just sitting on the couch, and I looked at him and said, let's go to bed. Let me hold you. Maybe I said with our clothes off too. That part's optional, but recommended. We got in bed and I started rubbing my hands over his neck, his shoulders, and I could just feel it. The weight, the stress, the pure exhaustion just slowly start to melt away under my hands. For just that little bit of time, he finally relaxed. He didn't have to carry it all. In that moment, I carried him. And that's exactly what so many men do not get enough of. And if you are a wife listening to this, do not underestimate what your hands can do. Your touch isn't just affection. It's a kind of peace only you can give him. Because a wife's hands, they are healing. And sometimes that's all your husband needs.
The real reason why women lead more happier lives than men is most of them don't have wives.
Okay, here's your scenario. So your husband walks in. What is the first thing that he sees, and what is the first thing that you do?
I'm looking good, and I ask him, what are we eating tonight?
You don't have food on the table?
I don't know, but we're going out to eat.
Wait, you don't have food? You didn't cook? You were at home all day. Remember, you're a stay-at-home wife. He's working for you.
I look good. He looks at me. I look good, and then we go out to eat.
What?
Whatever he wants, because he has money. We can just buy food. What's the problem?
No, wait. You don't actually think like that, do you?
I'm so serious. What's the problem? That's why they have restaurants, right?
Wait, your job is to stay home. He is giving you that privilege, that lifestyle of being at home with no job, and your job is to cook.
He wanted me to stay home, and I said okay. But if I wanted to work, I could work. I can make money too. I just don't because he doesn't want me to.
Okay, so do you spoil him? What gifts do you give him?
He gets me. I keep trying to tell you. I look good.
What do you give him though? Your money, the money that you have. Like, what do you spend
His money is our money. My money is my money.
Stop. So you have a son, right? He doesn't make 100K by the time he's 25.
He better.
That's what you're
I'm his
tell
mom.
him?
He's going to make 100K by the time he's 25. I'm his mom.
But you're going to tell him that?
I'm going to make sure of it.
So, but if he doesn't make 100K, he's what, like worthless or something?
Absolutely not. He's my son.
But so then someone else's son that you're trying to date doesn't make 100K, so he's worthless.
To me, sure.
Wait, you cannot be a mom. You're not ready.
He will meet someone that will love him. But for me and my ones, I don't want someone who makes under 100K. That's just what it is. So my son would learn that he has to level up if he wants a woman like me.
So you think you deserve like everything and you don't give anything? You deserve it all. You're just Miss Little Perfect. You deserve everything. You don't need to cook. You don't need to clean. You don't need to like take care of his needs. Give it to him whenever he wants.
It's a privilege for my husband to be married to him.
You're not going to give it to him.
That's what he got.
You're not going to give it to him whenever he wants.
Not whenever he wants. I'll give it to him, but not whenever he wants.
It needs to be whenever he wants.
He got me. I am the prize. I am his beautiful trophy wife, and that's all he ever needed.
No. See, if it were
we can hire cleaners. We can We can go to the restaurant to eat. We don't need anything else.
Wait, no. If it were me, he can get it whenever.
That's good for you, babes. But are you going on trips?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
these modern women don't think that men deserve anything. They're not going to give anybody anything. It's all about them. It's all about what they want, how they want their life to go. And a man is only there to provide that for them.
Here are some things that make women seem masculine or just plain out annoying. First off, we have reverse parking. Only niggas do that. Next, wallet in the back pocket. Again, niggas do that. Next, we have driving a motorcycle. Now, I'm not talking about the little sports bikes, because y'all look fine as fuck on that. I'm talking about the Harley Davidson. If you're like this on a motorcycle, yang, 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 don't talk to me. Next, we have drinking beer out of a bottle. Get a seltzer. If I'm with a girl and she goes, let me get a Coors Light bottle, you're a nigga. I'm not gay. Next, we have having armpit hair. Again, shave that shit. That's a nigga thing. Last but not least, blaming everyone for their problems. You're a grown-ass adult. Take accountability for your actions. Let me know some more things in the comments.
Now, you know they're going to call you sassy in the comments, brother. Now, you know they're going to call you DL. They're going to say that you're gay. So go ahead and get ready for it.
So I asked the guy that I was talking to open up, and he hit me back with an absolute banger. An absolute banger. He got me, okay? So I said, can you open up? You know, maybe a little bit more aggressive than that, let's be real. I was like, why don't you open up? You know? And he goes, first of all, you don't open up. And second of all, when I am trying to be soft and serious, you turn things into jokes. You make it into a bit. You're sarcastic. You're mean. You deflect. How am I supposed to feel safe when you're guarded, telling me to be open? I did not expect that. And that's where I froze. But more seriously, that's where I realized if you want somebody to open it up, number one, are you creating a safe space for them to do so? Are you softening up? Number two, are you sharing your truth? And number three, it's always at their own pace.
I'm telling you, men know how to communicate. It's just that a lot of times modern women, they shut it down. And so a man says, hey, heard loud and clear. You won't hear from me again.
Just be easier.
That man has the patience of an angel to not immediately go off on his wife that had one job, to hold the stone, while she was too busy telling him what to do.
I'm tired of bitches keep talking about if he ain't coming to make my life easy, he shouldn't be. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Like, goddamn, bitch, how hard is it? You on Instagram living this glamorous ass lifestyle, bitch. That's why I slid on you. Whole time you capped the fuck out. You ain't got your shit together, bitch. Is you gonna make my life easy? Is you gonna make mine easy, bitch? If you need a trick, baby, just say that. Cause all they talking about coming to make your life easy, bitch, is you gonna make mine? No, the fuck you not. Cause you gonna beg all the fucking time. I already know. You gonna beg, cheat, steal, lie, and fuck every nigga that I know. Get the fuck on with that bullshit, bitch. Capping asshole.
As a man in an intimate relationship, they do not appreciate an ambitious, driven, successful woman.
Yeah, because it fundamentally...
It does not serve them fundamentally.
It also doesn't serve you in the relationship. And I make this very clear. If I go, hey, baby, dinner tomorrow night at 8:30. Get dressed and ready. And you're like, ooh, I have a house showing at 8:30. I can't.
You're turned off instantly.
Instantly. You're not my woman. Your devotion meter is going...
Because you want a woman to serve you in all aspects, essentially.
No, yeah. There's a certain component that when you're with a man, you're with that man exclusively. And I think that women go, well, I don't like that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's okay to feel that way. I want you to recognize how you really desire that for your best interest. And if you can, as a woman, recognize that, you'll start realizing it's my boss or my husband. Someone's telling me what to do. And there's no liberation in the fact that now your 8:30 dinner plans with the person you love is now coming for a guy that needs a paycheck and a quota by a certain time.
Well, modern women have this weird thing to where they, and this is kind of what he's talking about here, they want you on standby. They want you on call for whatever they need you for. But when you need them, then it's kind of like optional. How come? Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Do you think height matters in a guy? Yeah. It does matter? Yeah. Since men can't change that, we're gonna judge you based on something you can change. So step on the scale.
Do you guys believe that the man or the husband should be a leader just because he is the male, or is it because he displays certain leadership qualities?
It's built in. It's like baked in biology. So hormonally, men's.
No, I don't agree with that.
How so?
I mean, sure, you can say that there are biological difference between a man and a woman, but that doesn't make. I get so upset because why are men inherently born deserving respect, but we have to earn all of our respect, right? There's no biology that says
because of feminism. We have to earn it because of feminism, where we made ourselves compete with men rather than relaxing into our feminine maternal role, where we don't have to earn.
Yeah, what do you think feminism is? I'm just curious.
Well, I would go by the definitions of the first wave feminist who sought to overthrow the family, and
that's what they sought to do.
I don't think that's
so
true.
Who would you say were like the first wave?
Well, feminism, the typical definition is social, political, and economic equality between the sexes. I don't think anything in that definition is saying we should overthrow the family or that we don't believe in loving marriages or partnerships. But when you say these biological differences between men and women make men better suited to be a leader, which ones? And where's like your basis for that? Like what skills?
Men are larger, they're stronger. Hormonally, men produce more vasopressin, which is the hormone that makes them better protectors and providers. They're able to just...
You hear women, they say, how much does a man need to make? And they're like, $1 million a year. They have to make minimum to date them.
Women have no clue what they want. They want a dad bod, but the dad bod's Jason Momoa. Because never ask a woman her opinion because she doesn't know what she's talking about. They said, yeah, we like dad bods. We don't like bodybuilders. And then I turned to the woman. I said, so what do you think of me? She's like, yeah, you have a good dad bod. I'm like, I'm a professional bodybuilder. What are you talking about?
And she was really starting to cook right there. I wish I could find the whole clip. But you can have a definition of something and then in practice it not be true. That's what a lot of people are talking about feminism. We know on the surface, feminism has done some good things. It's helped and enabled women to have more rights, have more freedoms. But at the same time, there's facets of feminism that are completely and utterly destroying families and people and relationships and social dynamics. That much is true.
This is a prime example that men are logical and women are emotional, because my girl wants to get her rest and he like, I don't care, and needs to get that.
No. This is what y'all gotta understand. That's the difference. When you're living in a real world, the real world don't give a fuck how you feel. So no landlord has ever said, do your stomach hurt today? Do you not feel like
we're
that?
talking about a relationship.
It don't, but no, we still talking about the responsibility. The responsibility don't care. Her getting to school don't care how you feel. She gotta get dressed to go to school. How you feel don't matter. School has to be attended. So we still talk about how you feel when it comes down to how we communicating and how much time we spending and how good the sex is. Then how you feel matter. But when it comes to our responsibility, none of our feelings matter. Feelings go off the table, because if they knocking on the door to say that it's time to roll, or your kid is becoming tardy so much that to the point where it's truancy and now they want you to show up to court, how you feel about going to court don't matter. I don't know no nigga that felt like paying for some shit. I don't know no nigga that got like, yo, you know what? Today is a great day for me to pay for everything they ask, but it's like, it don't matter how I feel. And then the nigga could not want to go to work. His fucking hands could be swollen. His feet could be hurting, even busting his ass to make sure that they shit is what it is. And how he feel don't matter. And very seldom do a man get asked how you feel. How you feel today. They don't get asked that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what's expected of them.
And I'll say this. There are some women that care how you feel. They care how you feel, but they also want them bills paid. So whatever it is that you got going on, You need to get yourself together. Go ahead, go to work. I know you're sick. I can maybe get you some orange juice, maybe some vitamin C, but you need to go to work so you can pay these bills. Period. But for me, I can stay home because I don't want all the pressure on me.
Does height matter?
Yeah.
It does matter.
Yes.
Even though men can't change that.
Yeah, it's like a preference.
So we're gonna measure your waist. Does height matter in a guy? Yeah. You're judging guys based on something they can't change, so step on the scale.
What the fuck?
What? Why are you judging guys based on stuff they can't change? I guess we'll see. 180?
A man versus a woman, the man is guilty until proven innocent, and the woman is innocent until proven guilty. And she'll use that to her advantage. And if she doesn't get the outcome she wants, she'll go on the internet, because all the Jezebels are on the internet, and then create some sort of coalition, and together, now you have the equivalent of a demonic legion. The Jezebel spirit is fiercely independent, manipulative, controlling, and very unrepentant. If you confront the Jezebel spirit, they will fight back. And if they feel like they're losing, they will change the conversation to where they are a victim and you have abused them. And they're very hurt and very emotional. And what the Jezebel spirit knows is if it's a woman who then is declaring war on a man, it puts the man in a lose-lose position. Because if she attacks him and he fights back, see, he's mean, he's domineering, he's overbearing, he's a bully. Me too. And if he just takes it and tolerates it, she'll control and dominate. It's spiritual warfare. And in our culture, the Jezebel spirit knows that
your man comes home and he's hungry. Would you wake up and make him a meal?
No. Hell no. He can be independent. Be independent. No, he makes me a meal. What the f?
I didn't hear your answer.
I mean, I'm happily married. I'd make him a meal.
You'd make it?
No, take it back. Oh, I'll make the meal. I'll make the meal.
Yeah, so there was a woman who actually did this. She used to be a feminist, and she decided to dress up as a man for like a couple months and go out and just live the experience of what it's like to be a man. She killed herself. Yeah, she's dead. Her story was actually so big that it made it into the New York Times, and her name was Nora Vincent. She wrote this book called The Self-Made Man. It went global, and it really depicted like what men go through, and her herself was even shocked at how shitty she was treated, how much she was dismissed, and that experiment fucked her up psychologically so bad that she actually took her own life at 53. I faced a lot of controversy over this because 3 years ago when I heard of the story, I was an ignorant bastard, and I said that I didn't feel bad for her because she used to be a man-hating feminist. Yeah, pretty disgusting, pretty grotesque, not my proudest moment, and I've taken it back every day ever since, and I still do. So instead of being an ignorant prick like myself, why don't you actually try to figure out like what men are going through, or actually don't, because it'll probably cost you your life. Realizing the actual shit that men go through every single day just because you think it's harder to be a woman, it's just not the vibe. Oh, you're actually ignorant, you're grotesque, and you're wrong for this. Rest in peace, Nora Vincent.
Why are women called gold diggers, but there's not a name for men who only date attractive women?
Does this really have to be explained? Oh dear. So most men typically only date those that they are attracted to. That's called normal. Some women will date a guy whether or not they're attracted to him or not, specifically because he has money. And that's why they are called gold diggers.
From being married for 12 years to getting separated and divorced. I wonder why you got a divorce.
Has the feminist movement completely backfired? Did you know that 70% of women in Australia are forced to work just to make ends meet because a single income no longer sustains a family? Before all this, you could never get women to work, but now they literally have no choice. Have we been blindsided? Feminists promised us freedom of choice, but what have they delivered? They've delivered a failing economy and forced slavery. How on earth did they convince us that we should leave the comfort of our home, abandon our children just for a 9-to-5 job, and then call that empowerment? How does that work?
Community members, let me tell you how I learned the hard way never to take a man's niceness, kindness, gentleness for stupidity. So it was during the time my man and I, we had a disagreement and we just could not see eye to eye. And because I was just so tired and so over it, I now said, let's break up. The boy now said, okay. I said, okay, how? Bow. Asper. What do you mean by okay? I'm telling you, let's break up. You're telling me okay. Like, kilo day now. Why? It's never that serious now. You were supposed to tell me, no, you are the love of my life. You are the one I've chosen. We die here. You're not going anywhere. This is my last bus stop. Which one is okay? Buy me sorrow now. Which one is okay? I was now in shock, but I was like, it's fine. He'll come back to beg me later. And then we will go back to how things were. 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed, 3 weeks passed. My guy did not return. I said, Bamio, they have taken my man away. My blood is not flowing again. Please, you push, come and help me. I realized it was because I got too familiar with him. What I mean by that is, throughout the relationship, he would do anything and everything just to please me. Even if I'm the one that vexes him, he'll be the one to come and apologize. Even if I'm the one in the wrong, he'll be the one to initiate us getting back on track. So I'm so used to that. In my head, I'm like, that's what it's supposed to be now. That's not how it's supposed to be, because as I went outside and I started dating other people, those ones. If you say one, they've said two and they've already gone. Excuse me, that's not how we do things here. You're supposed to fight for me. I learned that, there will come a time where the man will no longer take your nonsense. And it's going to be painful, because instead of me communicating that, hey, I actually do not want to break up, I actually said let's break up because I was scared, and this is like my defensive mechanism. Instead of communicating, I chose not to communicate, and it cost me the relationship. And that was because I thought he would always come back. He would never go anywhere. He's always going to be here. So I thought I could just play, I learned how to communicate. Talk your feelings. Don't take their actions for stupidity. Don't take their niceness, their kindness, their gentleness. It's because they like you. But if you're always expecting it from them, one day it will shock you. You regret it. You regret all the bad character that you're showing him. You regret it.
So I think this example that I'm about to make is a bit of a stretch, but I think hopefully you'll get the concept. Drama, movies, like romantic movies, rom-coms, they're a form of adult entertainment to women. Men, they like to say that men are attracted to women's bodies and they watch too much adult entertainment, which I'm not here to disagree. But what I'm saying is, with the way modern women think, just like this, oh, he's going to come chase me. They fantasize too much. They're not in the real world. So when they come back, essentially what their fantasies have, the effect that their fantasies have on the real world is essentially the same effect that they're claiming adult entertainment has on the brain of a man and how he interacts with a woman in the real world. You're expecting me to do this, these positions, to look like this. That's not reality. You're expecting that man to act like this, to say this, to be this, to go here and do that. That's not reality. That's delusional. That's fantasy. That's what I mean. So I think it's a little bit of a stretch there, maybe in terms of intensity, right? Because an addiction to adult entertainment is extremely powerful. But I hope you get the concept.
stand up young men right now,
Hold on.
and they only 12 and 11
Then you
right
have
now.
boys.
But they stand up right now.
Boys,
I
not
got young
men.
niggas that
No
will.
woman can raise
But
a
they
son
will.
into a man. The only way a son can become a man is through a father. The other way is discovering it on his own. You haven't lived the male experience. You lived a female
very well male
experience. The female experience is more privileged than the man's position. This chick is on a stripper pole. Can a nigga get on a stripper pole and make bread like that?
Yes,
Heck
he
no.
can. Yes,
No,
he
you're
can.
speaking about the exception. I knew y'all was going to
No,
say
okay.
that. That exception of men that actually go on a stripper pole and dance, they don't even make a fraction of the money that strippers make. So what I'm saying is facts. You don't have to work. You can sell pussy and still make it. You live life on freaking easy mode. You don't get it. You can't raise no son. It ain't happening. You don't understand the male experience. So the only thing you can hope for is maybe some nigga that you can bag as a stepfather to raise that nigga for you. And if not, you better hope that God is with your son to raise that nigga into a man. If not, he ain't being no man. He gonna be like all of these other whips that y'all chicks complain about. Sassy boys. Oh, these is feminine. Oh, they're leading me on. They're selling me a dream. They're not being masculine and telling me the truth. He's gonna be like one of those niggas. The niggas that y'all chicks complain about. What are you talking about? You raising a boy into a boy. He will never be a man.
I have to agree with him. Cause I don't give a fuck about what society say with Instagram. I don't give a fuck. If for some strange reason we go out to eat and my man is the only man at the table for whatever fucking reason, don't you fucking hoes ever think my man's about to pay for all y'all. Never in your fucking life, all right? Because I'm the only bitch busting pussy. So I'm the only bitch who get her food paid for. Unless you trying to bust some pussy, you not getting your shit paid for. The fuck you gonna benefit off my hard work? You hoes are sick. Sick. In the fucking mind.
Because I've dated men and I've dated women, after having a serious girlfriend, I've literally reached out to exes and apologized to them. Because
I love that.
I saw the worst version
I
of
love
myself.
that.
Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, you're over here and I'm just trying to get dressed.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yes. If he's not 6'2" or above, he's not it.
So you're judging guys based on something they can't change, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, but I judge based on unnatural beauty. I see you guys got a lot of makeup on, so let's see what you look like without the makeup.
Take it
No, that's disgusting. Height is equal to makeup?
No, it's actually not. That's the point. Because you guys can change how much makeup. I can't change my height. So you're judging based.
Yeah.
It's tough, right?
Yeah.
So just take back height matter.
No, I stand on it.
Then take the makeup off.
No, because I'm going to the next bar. I can't.
So you don't look good without makeup, is what
I
you're saying?
do, but like not as good.
All these girls that do this, they act all confident, and then they see themselves on the video later, and then they comment and DM me. They're like, bro, please take it down. You can't say height matters. Now, I'm not shaking your hand. I got a girlfriend, but
If you had a son with this man, the guy that you're dating, if you had a son with him and he turned out just like him, would you be proud?
Yep. We're going to reverse that. Now, question for all the ladies. Would you let your son date you? You know, knowing your past, knowing your history, everything you've done, would you let your son date you? Yeah.
Ignoring him is only teaching him how to live without you. Women think he's suffering the whole time. He is not. He is adjusting.
It does not bother me like it bothers you females when my man tells me to do something. Whatever he says goes. That's just the bottom line for me. I don't care what you guys think. You're like, oh, you're acting like a pick-me. How am I acting like a pick-me if I'm already picked? And I'm going to stay picked because at the end of the day, I honor my man. I respect him. If he tells me not to post something, I'm not posting it. If he tells me not to do something, I'm not doing it. I'm not arguing about it. I'm not going back and forth about it. Because that's the man that I chose to protect me and to provide for me and to be there for me. So I trust his word. So when he says take that down, it's going the fuck down. I'm not asking him why. His reasoning is his reasoning, and I'm trusting his reasoning on why he wants me to do something or not do something. So for y'all coming at me and saying all these weird things, it does not bother me that I respect my man. And the reason why he loves me the way he does is because he knows how I stand behind him. So I guess I am a pick-me. But he picked me, took me the fuck up.
And I like the fact that she mentioned taking something down. Because in a relationship, you might do something that you weren't even aware that would offend that other person. But when they say, hey man, this just came across my timeline, my feed, I feel kind of uncomfortable with that. Right? And sometimes, depending on how long it's been up there, a woman might make the argument, well, it's been up there this whole time. Why would you want me to take it down now? Maybe because I'm not on social media all the time. Maybe because I didn't see it. Maybe because I was trying to figure out a way to talk to you about it and not blow up at you or speak immaturely or speak purely emotionally, but to kind of come to you with some sort of logic and understanding so you can have some sort of comprehension about the way that it makes me feel. Basically, I'm trying to be emotionally vulnerable to you and to communicate with you effectively. And so it's one thing to not post something, but it's another thing to say, oh man, shoot, I crossed the boundary. Let me fix it. That's accountability, right? Easy enough to have the conversation and then not post it at all. But when you've already put something out there, a lot of times people, modern women, don't necessarily want to take it back because it's like, I don't want to look crazy. My pride is in the way. And it takes for modern women a lot of, well, you got to swallow your pride. It takes a lot of swallowing your pride in order to be held accountable and to say, okay, I did make a mistake. Let me go ahead and take that down. I'm sorry about that.
What do you think is more complicated, men or women?
Women.
It's about damn time. Finally, y'all admit it.
Because we're smart.
You're smart.
You guys aren't smart enough to be complicated.
Wouldn't the smart thing to not be complicated?
If you're stupid, you're super simple, no?
Isn't simple usually better?
No.
How, Sway?
You don't like complexity? No, you don't like complexity, you like simplicity.
If things are too complicated, then it's like you're just making your life harder. Why not make things simple? Life's already hard.
Do you hate women?
No, wait, whoa. No. What makes you think that?
Well, you like simplicity more, no? Are you gay?
But I know I'm not gay, because I'm the most not gay nigga of all the not gay niggas in the whole universe.
Respectfully, the number one DM I get from y'all whack bitches is, how do your female friends feel about you making these videos? All you do is talk about women. All you do is talk about women. No, the fuck I don't talk about y'all. I just make observations and y'all get mad in my comments because the shoe fits, Cinderella. I'm not talking about y'all. I really be talking about real situations that I've seen or has happened to me, and I just talk about it on my phone, and then a million bitches will be in their feelings because they know it's true. But I say that to say this. I done lost a lot of friends, but I've never been that type of friend that's gonna sit there and tell you what you want to hear, or what, like, that's just never been me. Quick story, like, I had this one friend, I ain't gonna lie, she had a fucking terrible first baby father. Her baby father, the first one, was a deadbeat. Real shit. She said being a mother was hard, she would never do this shit again. Bitch ended up getting pregnant again. Okay, cool. Second time around, her baby father, nice, wholesome man, came from a 2-parent household, very attentive, very good with, they're co-parenting, but he's still a good, loving father. We sitting down having girl talk. It's like 4 of us. This bitch talking about something. Yeah, I can't believe my first baby father did all this, and I got this good one now. I'm so thankful. But I'm still putting his ass on child support because he got to pay for what my first baby father did. So every other bitch in the room is like, yeah, girl, get your money. And I'm sitting there like, no, that's corny. How's that corny? What you mean how that's corny? Why are you going to make a man who's doing shit for your child on child support? That means you're going to end up getting less than what you're already getting, stupid bitch. So because I said that, I'm a hater and I'm a pick me and I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I want your baby father. You must want him or something. Why? Because I don't want to see a black man getting child support taken out of his check. Y'all never seen niggas who really take care of their kids and y'all bitches be so salty that y'all just put them on child support. So now the fucking $3,000 that they made after taxes and then the child support's taken out, that's less money for them and you and your kid. That's the fucking point I'm trying to make.
When you go to work, you don't tell your boss how to supervise you. When you go to the nail shop, you don't tell the nail tech how to be a nail tech. When you go to a restaurant, you don't tell the owner how to run their business. So why is it that when you're in a relationship, you try to tell a man how to be a man? Why is it that when you're in a relationship, that the minute that a man does something that makes you uncomfortable, you're all of a sudden equating that to him being a bad person? Why is it that the minute that the smallest thing is off, you're ready to blow it all to shit? The nail tech can mess up your nails. You probably gonna go back and see her. That restaurant could have messed up your order a little bit. You probably still gonna go back and eat that food. Your supervisor can piss you off every day. You're still going to show up for work. You're still not going to tell them how to do what they're in position to do. But why is it that your man that is supposed to be your leader, that you trust with your body and your energy, when he tells you things that are constructive criticism, why is it that you cannot listen? Why is it that you're combative? Why is it that you're making an argument? Why is it that you feel, oh, he's trying to change you? Change is good. Get uncomfortable. Y'all look at change like, oh my gosh, he's trying to change me to be this person. A man who cares about you is going to try to switch some stuff up. If he sees something that's off or sees something in you that you lack, he's going to guide you the right way. It's not always control. Sometimes take time out with that same trust you gave your body with to trust his word and follow his leadership. Hey, I'm just a messenger.
And that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes. I may or may not have shed a tear yesterday, okay? This lady put something into perspective for me, and I learned so much about women, and women, there's something you can learn about men. She talks about both parties. I don't know where this lady has been hiding this entire time. I've watched 30 of her videos. Listen to this.
We interrupt them to get the feeling of connection back. Hi, honey. Text. We call. We open the home office door. Hi, honey. Hi. If they even lift their head. And then we went to get connection, and our attempt to connect was rejected. And now I'm even less safe than I was before. He's mad at me? No, he's mean. Is he mad? He's mean, or is he mad at me? Or why didn't he look up? Was it because of what I said to him this morning? And we spin out. We spin out trying to figure out the why. But we don't come up with accurate answers because we answer our why questions with why a woman would have done that.
Wow. And that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes.
Because we think they're reacting the way we would have, or that bad best friend that hurt us, or whatever, that woman that, whatever. And it's not even the male.
Would you get a load of this? Woman is now going viral after saying why most men decide to stay single today. Let's take a look. Keisha says men nowadays are choosing to be single because ain't no man alive trying to deal with a masculine, disrespectful, lazy woman. Y'all talk crazy, can't cook, don't clean, argue, and do the bare minimum. It's like watching the episode of Maury when they were backstage on camera and they were talking in the confessional. But expect a man to pay all the bills and baby you. F out of here. Now here's the thing. This is clearly written by a man. I don't care what you say. I have to go to the sisters page and see if this is really a post. Number two, shout out to my guy Tyler Chronicles for posting this, and I just saw it on this page and had to comment on it. But I have not been single in a very long time. But for those of you guys who are single, would you agree with this? Is this the case? And ladies who are single, would you agree with this? I think it's a lot of people that just need to have conversations with one another before they even get into the dating process, because there are some amazing women out there that are looking for great men, or I shouldn't say looking, nobody's looking, are open to dealing with great men and vice versa. I think the issue is y'all not dating your type. You think you have a type, but your type has failed you. That means you don't have a type. You understand? If you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results, that is one variation of insanity. Now, if I may be so bold as to say you got somebody in your DMs, you got somebody at your job, somebody's walking around, man and woman, that is interested in you and are probably incredible for you, but you don't see that person because you don't look at them like that. Well, clean your eyes. You understand? I think you guys can find that. And also, as an adult, man or woman, if you're not cooking or able to clean or selfless, then you are in for a world of unhappiness. Forget being single. You're going to be miserable.
Wistfully lean out my window and watch the sunset.
Why are you crying?
Save some of that for me, please. If my soulmate out here f***ing somebody, please save some of that for me.
One thing that a lot of men have to accept.
We as men, in fact, do not have to accept a goddamn thing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Is that you cannot afford to be with the type of chick you want to be with.
Assuming there's a set price on being with said woman, and if there is, why can't I just pay up front and get what it is that I really want from her? Why must we go through this whole courting process and, oh, you got to plan a date and all this bullshit knowing you have a price? I don't understand.
If a woman was going out to eat and taking trips and going out the country before she met you, regardless of how she paid for it, if somebody else paid for it, that's her lifestyle. That's the lifestyle that she likes to live.
And this is exactly where we part ways. What do you mean that's her lifestyle? She's not the one paying for it. Now, if she is, that's a different conversation. But I highly doubt that's the woman you're talking about. Most women walking around here talking about, oh, you got to pay for my lifestyle, can't actually afford the lifestyle that they are participating in. Not because it's actually theirs. Something is only yours when you can fund it yourself, when you can produce it yourself. If somebody else has to foot the bill, you are on borrowed time. I just did a video about this.
She don't have to come cook and lower her expectations just because you want to talk to her.
Lower her expectations? Why does she even have those expectations to begin with? She can't afford the lifestyle. It's not really hers. She's participating in all these extracurricular expensive activities because another man is paying for it. Not to mention what she may or may not be doing in order to participate. And if she really got it like that, she would not be looking for me to fund her lifestyle, let alone would have given me a chance to begin with. That's like me saying the only time I'm around bad bitches in private jets, in clubs, and, nice restaurants is when my best friend pays for it. He's a rapper, he got all the motion, and he wants me around, so he bring me everywhere he go. And I'm experiencing all this shit. Can I now come to you and say, hey, that's my lifestyle? Knowing the moment he falls off, or the moment we stop being best friends, or the moment he can't afford to do none of that shit, all of it's gone? That's not my lifestyle. I'm on borrowed time. That's his lifestyle, and I am just a beneficiary because I am his best friend. But once he decides that shit stops, it stops. If it's really my lifestyle, I dictate when that stops. For a lot of you flat purse breezes, y'all gotta wait hand and foot for somebody to do something nice for y'all. That's not your lifestyle. You are on borrowed time. Someone just extended their lifestyle to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't cooking before she met you, so why she gotta cook for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all just cannot accept the fact that the chicks you want are out your league.
Out of my league? She's out of her own league, bro. She's living beyond her means. What are you talking about? She's literally giving up the most valuable parts of herself for a couple of hours of luxury. Your lifestyle should never cost you your soul. What are you talking about, bro? Plus, what do you mean she shouldn't have to cook for me? If that is my requirement and I'm the one providing the lifestyle for her, by the way, I'm providing it, why the fuck shouldn't she have to do it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some of y'all dudes, like, you keep attracting these broke chicks or these ugly chicks or these chicks with all these kids because you don't qualify for anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, like, you can't humble nobody. Some of these chicks are just out your league. She don't have to change her lifestyle for you.
I'm gonna tell you like I've told you before. Somebody else gotta pay for it. It don't really belong to you. But you know what? I know you're not gonna listen to me because I'm just a normal guy. I keep it change. And he made a really good point there when he talked about the only time I'm in these clubs is when my best friend pays for it. The only time I'm afforded these luxuries in life is when my best friend pays for it. They'll take that and say, and they have said, they'll take that and say, well, if my friends do this, then I'm expecting a man to do this. I'm already living the lifestyle. I can get it through my friends. And what keeps them single? But they think it's smart. Think of a lot of these modern women. Think of their lifestyle as sharing Netflix passwords, right? If Netflix, they understand, but they don't think it's realistic that if Netflix decides to really come through and shut it down, then Netflix can absolutely do that. They don't understand that if somebody decides, hey, you're on borrowed time, we don't want you doing this with our service, it's over. There's nothing that you can do to stop that. But they'll say, well, this is my lifestyle. This is what I've grown accustomed to. So it should only be right that you listen to what I say and allow me to keep it. They think their emotional plea means more than a bottom line, means more than facts. So they'll say, well, I can get my friend to do it for me. I can get my friend every so often to pay for this or to do this or to allow me to go here and there with her. How come you won't do it for me and you say that you love me? That is not your lifestyle. That is your friend's lifestyle. She brings you along every so often. But as a friend, you should have more respect and say, I'm going to pay this time. And this is what men are drilling down on. I can take you here to the steak restaurant. I can take you to buy this or that or do this or that. But at some point in time, I want something from you. You should be woman enough, or you should have enough of a moral compass to say, man, this person's been good to me. They took me here knowing I didn't have money to go. They took me there knowing that I used to go on youth trips. And at the time I wasn't working. And so I didn't really have any money to go. And so I would be sponsored to go. But my role in going was to mentor the young men. My role in going was to chaperone and be around and to be present for whenever they needed to talk about something, for whenever they were having trouble, whatever it might be, a skirmish arose. Hey, break it up, guys. Don't do that. Hey, no, chill out. Don't do that. That's your role. If we are going to sponsor you to come, I want you to be there when a young man has a vulnerable moment and he says, hey, man, I'm thinking about this. I'm struggling with this. You have any words of wisdom? Is this something that you went through as a young man? What can you tell me to get me through this hard moment? You're being sponsored in order to help mold and direct that young man. You can do it for young women too. These parents or guardians are placing their children, their precious cargo, I'll say it like that, in your care, so that you can, with your expertise, mold them and say, hey, I'm allowing them to go on this trip with you. These are my babies. Take care of them. I don't want to have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and hear no foolishness about, hey, my baby's missing. I can't find my child. Where did my child go? I don't want to hear none of that crap. I'm sending them with you because I trust you. I'm taking you at your word that you're going to do something, that you're going to help my children to grow, that, even during this time, this moment, you're going to give them a positive and healthy environment to move forward. I'm expecting something of you based on what I've given you. I want something in return. And that's what men are saying. And you're saying, well, I'm good enough to not have to give you anything in return. The return on investment is me. But the return on investment might be you, but you come with things. You can do things. You don't just show up and not perform and not do anything. Yes, you are unique, but what is it that makes you unique? Not just your looks. It's more than that. It's what you can provide. It's what you can do. It is who you become to that person. Well, I'm only here to talk. If I only need to talk, then I can go to a therapist and pay for that. And they don't have to live in my house. I can just pay and go home. That's it. But with you, I'm thinking this is going to be a person I can talk to about certain things. This is a person that when I tell them something, there will be actionable insights. There will be something like, say, for instance, I wouldn't expect a therapist necessarily, if I'm down and having a bad day, to do anything about that. They might listen to me. They might say, well, you might try this, you might do this, or you might go here, you might go there. Try that. But they're giving you a lesson plan, basically. They're giving you some steps in order to get you back on track. Whereas in a relationship, I would expect the person that I'm with to say, he said he liked ice cream. Looks like he's having a bad day. He didn't tell me he was, but usually I've been around him long enough to know he's having a bad day. Hey, babe, I ordered in some food. Why don't you come down and eat? Oh, I ain't really hungry. No, babe, you need to eat something. You ain't eating all day. Come on, eat something. All right. He mosey on downstairs. Oh, man, you got my favorite meal. His eyes light up. He scarfed that meal down. He about to run back upstairs. Well, where you going? Hey, I got some dessert for you. Oh, man, I really don't do dessert. You're going to want to do dessert. And you get him dessert. Oh, man, it's my favorite dessert. What? He lose his mind because you go further than just sitting there and being a pretty face. and being divine feminine. You're somebody that says, okay, I see he's having a bad day. Let me go ahead and get something that he likes. Because that's what you're expecting from a man. That's why you ask a man, what can you provide to me? Are you making 6 figures? Are you 6 feet? I would like to look at you. I want all of these things. And not only do I want the looks, I want you to be able to communicate effectively. I want you to be emotionally vulnerable, emotionally intelligent. All of these things pretty much encompass what I want in a man, because I'm going to need all 3. Not only do I want to share, I want somebody to share with me. That's intimacy to me. That's what I want from you. But for some reason, it's unfair to expect that a man wants something back in return. You expect a man to maintain the baddie lifestyle, but his reward is being able to look at you every day and that's it. You don't want that. You're looking for a man that makes a lot of money. Yes, he looks good, but I'm looking for a man that is educated like me, because I'm educated. I have a master's degree, and I think that this is going to be the level that I want him on. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a man to converse with. But once again, all of a sudden, when a man says, okay, you look great, but I'm looking for a woman that, can kind of help me with things. I don't want to have to cook. I don't want to have to necessarily clean all the time. I can do it, but I want to pin my ears back and I want to go make some money. That's what I want to do. I can do that. I'm good at that. You come in, you have this going on, whatever makes it easy, we talk about it and see if we can make it both easier on us. That's how you work together. That's how you build. But a lot of you modern women don't want to build. You just want to be baddies. And that's why you're not getting married. You're still single.